Without a bowling ball, it's fine.
I
Thank you,
know.
Benjamin Dasubi. I had to turn off
Thank
all the alerts so we have to deal with all
you.
this stupid Facebook likes.
I know,
Hi,
sorry.
everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to our first and only live stream this week.
Yeah, well, you've been busy.
I
You've
have
been in
busy.
Nashville.
In Nashville. Why does it seem like it's coming from weird angle?
Oh, because I moved it. Sorry. I had my own stuff to do.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, Randy. Welcome, Teresa. Good morning, you folkers.
Hello.
Good morning, folkers. Good morning.
Hello, hello. How's everyone?
So far, so good.
Big week.
Yeah. It's been a big Nashville week. I've been gone all week doing Nashville things. Kathy's anniversary, I believe, is today.
Oh, happy
Or
anniversary.
It was recent. I don't know what.
Ginger wants to know how your trip was.
It was fine. It was mentally exhausting, but good.
Good work trip.
Yeah. Nice and
Accomplished stuff.
I did. I got some Hattie B's. That's all I really wanted to do. Taking my kid to urgent care, massive abscess in his mouth. Can't get him to the dentist.
Oh my gosh.
That's not good.
Which kid?
Yeah, which kid?
I'm sorry.
What up, Nico? Nikkei.
Yeah, Nikkei.
That's what everybody was calling me all week.
Nikkei.
Nikkei. Thank you, Teresa.
Thanks. Oh, sorry, Harvey.
But the guy that was with us, Alec, who's a PD in San Antonio, was forgotten completely. No name tag and was left off the sheet.
Oh.
And so the funny, and then they gave him a name tag and they put Alex, and his name's Alec. So the new morning show, by the way, is Alec and Nikkei.
Alex and Nikkei.
Nikkei and Alex out of San Antonio.
Oh my God.
But yeah, everyone was yelling Nikkei all week.
Nikkei.
Nikkei.
If you don't follow Nick on Instagram, they put a placard for him, like so everyone, like where he was sitting.
Yeah, because we don't know each other.
Nick and then E, like Nick Steele.
Nicky
yeah.
Steele.
So
I said it's pronounced Nikkei. Nikkei.
Also having Haas brother and family here. They're talking about moving up now. Not into your house, they're not.
Come on down to the neighborhood, but not anywhere in my house.
Yep.
Is the grandpa
Can't wait
still
to
there?
visit you at your house. No, he left. Thank goodness.
Oh, okay. Hi, strangers. Hello, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine. Was it Catherine's?
Kathy.
Oh, Kathy's anniversary. Okay.
Yeah. Catherine's been gone for a
Lawrence.
bit, though. Like, she didn't, all last week she was gone, I believe.
Yeah.
And then all this week
She had
she's
ranch
technically
stuff,
been
I'm
gone.
sure.
Yeah. How was your week, Kristen?
My week was fine. We had pre-recorded the show ahead of time, so I didn't have to work, which was kind of nice. So, I got up every morning with Lily at 6, and we kind of hung out and dropped her off at school at 7, and came back here and did some work basically. But other than that, it was pretty chill. I mean, I had like schoolwork. School started, so I've been like deep in that.
Yeah, that's how's school going?
School's fine. It's just the last couple of days have been stressful because I surprisingly don't get a lot of reading done when Lily's in the house.
That's weird.
And then like mentally I'm very exhausted being like a single parent by the end of the day that I didn't get a lot of my homework done.
Yeah.
And so I was kind of rushing at the last minute. And of course, when you rush at the last minute, there's always a problem. So like I couldn't get this video set up and running. I finally figured it out. But so I was very stressed about that. But
I'm glad we got it all figured out.
Yes. So yes, we had a crazy week. I'm a single married mom. Oh, that's right. Big B is gone out of town.
Yeah. Also, check your marijuana. It's laced with arsenic, so be careful.
Everyone be careful.
Why are you trying to kill your druggies? Like that's how you stay employed. You don't kill your clients. Hi, Jason.
Hi.
Hello, Esther.
But how are y'all doing?
Yeah.
What's going on? What's the gossip?
Yeah. What did we miss? I'm trying to think. Had some interesting flights. I flew Southwest, which was interesting both ways. I thought a blind guy was going to throw up on me. What's the main?
You didn't tell that story correctly. There was a guy sitting next to him at the window seat who was like all bunched up, had his eyes closed, didn't do anything
for 4 hours.
For 4 hours the entire flight. And Nick was like, "Oh my God, he looks sick. Oh my God, I'm gonna get sick."
Yeah.
At the end of the flight, the guy gets up and gets his blind person cane out.
Cane,
and Nick was like,
"Oh, you're blind," I said out loud. And then he looked at me. Oh, no, he didn't look at me. But he
was like,
glanced at my...
Stop. That's horrible. We have a house full, and I feel like running away.
It's fine. Yeah, it's probably good. I had a carrot with me taking pictures
Yep.
and things like that. I saw some new up and coming acts that you might enjoy. Saw Riley Green, which is not an up and coming act, but he's doing things.
Yeah.
And then there's the lead singers of 3 big bands that are coming together to form a band. The lead singer of Lone Star, of Little Texas, and one more. I couldn't remember. They're all making a band. Saw them perform.
Oh, you're blind.
Interesting. And then Chris Lane is making a comeback. He just got signed to a new label. He'll be coming to town. Let's see if we can get him to co-host the show with me.
Yeah.
So, because I am on I'm technically on a panel. I'm like organizing a panel with his manager.
Yeah.
So,
she owes you.
yeah. So she's like, oh yeah, I'll just bring him over. So now we're friends.
Catherine says our duck Coco died yesterday. Boys and I will be putting her on our Rainbow Hill. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Seems like a wasted duck.
Can you eat?
Don't you guys want to eat Coco
Oh my God.
as a friend? Like,
Coco stew?
yeah,
It's horrible.
like, say goodbye the right way.
I'm not a fan of duck.
Eat Coco. Hello, Colleen.
Hi,
Jesus,
Colleen.
Nick. Oh, you're blind.
How's Rent going, Colleen?
Rent. No, she was our
No.
pet. I know.
She's in Rent.
What? Who's in Rent? Oh, the daughter.
Kenzie.
Is it already going?
I don't know. I think it's like in a couple weeks or something.
How's
Now
how's
I'm not
Colleen?
sure.
How's Colleen?
I know
Why are you asking
how's-
about her kid all the time?
Well, because her kid's more interesting.
That's true.
Just like how people come hoping to see Lily,
Yeah.
because they're like, God, please.
All right, leaving for softball. We're in San Diego. Thanks for supporting the team, y'all.
Oh yeah, where's our damn popcorn?
Yeah.
That costs $70. I swear to God, if you fucked us, Jason.
It better be tasty, Jason. Yeah, who's sending it? Him?
I don't know.
Or it's going to be sent by the company?
I'm sure it's the company.
My-
I'm sure you all got your money right away,
Yeah.
but we didn't get our popcorn right away.
Exactly.
We live in an Amazon world now. I expect that shit here today.
I don't even know when I ordered it. What, last week? Last week?
Last week
It's
we
been a
ordered
week.
it.
It's been a week and I'm not eating popcorn? Jason.
Where is it? I am
Lindsay.
bereft of popcorn.
Good morning, Lindsay. Good to
It's
see
fine.
you as well.
We'll get
Yeah.
it when we get it.
I'm being husked.
It's being husked.
It's
not
being husked.
he's being husked. That would be
Thought that was
really
a new term.
awkward, and Elaine would be like, "How dare you?
I thought it was a new term.
I'm being husked."
I'm being husked
I mean,
by all these accusations.
isn't that accurate though?
I'm helping this weekend with
I'm
the
being
younger kids.
shucked.
Lightning Thief Show. Lightning
Lightning thief.
Lightning Thief Show.
I don't know what that is.
All right, well.
Would you rather be husked or shucked?
Ooh, shucked sounds fun.
Hmm.
Get a good shucking.
But you could get a good husking.
I don't know. Husking feels aggressive.
Shucking feels aggressive.
Yeah, but like a good fun husky. A good fun aggressive. Good old
Husk
shuck.
seems like it'll be rushed. You want to
I guess
head
it-
back
And,
and
just
get a
knock out a quick husking.
We'll get a quick husking.
I was hoping for a good shucking. But I guess if we
No.
only got time for a husking,
You
you
can
can
shuck me off.
off.
Nah.
You shuck
You're
me all night
you're
long.
worth about a husk.
Ooh,
A good old husking.
Only got time for
a
the
good old
husk.
fashioned husking.
Good old fashioned. Old fashioned husking.
Yeah, have fun with all your kids around, Jason. Anyways.
See what I bring to the stream? Yeah, you shucked up our stream. is what
Certainly
you
not
did.
popcorn, that's for damn sure. Getting creamed would be best. Oh, yes.
All right, bye.
Bye. Have fun
Bye.
at playing with all the softball stuff.
kids. When are they going to throw overhand? Ask them that question.
When are y'all gonna play real baseball?
Well, just like, I mean, they're only throwing underhand because men think that they should. Like, when are they going to step up and be like, screw you, buddy?
well, it's a different ball and everything like
it
that.
shouldn't be.
So no, it shouldn't be.
Even then, throw overhand.
It's bullshit.
You can soft throw it overhand. It's fine.
Well, I'll
But
never
it's
forget.
fast.
I'll never forget. So there was when we lived in Indiana, there was this very lovely little girl. Her name
yeah.
was holy crap.
Heidi? No.
No.
Started with an H. Is it? What was
I don't
her
know.
name?
There's a cute little girl that we knew. And she was in high school at the time, and she was like all-star softball player.
Yeah.
Like everybody knew her as the softball player. In fact, her boyfriend went on and has become a professional baseball
He's
player.
with the Astros.
He's with the Astros. And so we were like, oh, like, you know, baseball and softball was her life. And she was going to Purdue or something.
Shelby.
Shelby. That's right. And she was going to Purdue. And we're like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" And she's like, "Well, I'm on a softball scholarship or
I thought she
whatever
went
it
to Ball
was."
State.
Oh no, you're right. It was Ball State.
Yeah.
And she's like, "I'm on a softball scholarship and all that." And we're like, "That's awesome. What do you want to play professional softball?" And she looked at me like I was an idiot. And she's like, "There is no professional softball." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she goes, "That's it.
College.
Your career's over after college."
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, that's bullshit. Like all these boys can go on and play professional ball afterwards."
No one wants to watch softball.
And she's like, "Yeah, it's bullshit." And I was like, and I'm like, "But that's your whole life." And she's like, "Yeah, I know. Like I've got to find a degree
She'll be
basically
a softball coach.
in something that like I'm not really even interested in because softball's my life." And I was
Yeah.
just like, "Well, that's bullshit."
Yeah, nobody wants to watch professional softball. We have
Nobody wants
baseball.
watch professional baseball.
That's true. Although the only people that watch it are the people that get shitty about it. It's all been like passed down, the passion.
Yeah.
Someone that's super into baseball is into baseball because their dad was into baseball.
You know what? You're 100% right.
No one's
Who's a
just-
young kid
yeah.
just discovering baseball that's family's not into baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
there's nobody
100%.
that's like super into baseball that has a family that isn't.
Yeah.
So this is why I'm not.
It's
into
had
any
to have
sports.
been, the love had to have been passed down since World War II.
Yeah.
Because after
At
that,
least.
there's no point in caring.
Yeah. So
No point in caring.
sorry if you like baseball. It's not because you like baseball. It's because your dad liked baseball.
But it's the same thing for like bowling and stuff.
I don't know. I got into bowling. I feel like I got into bowling because of my dad and my
Yeah.
family. But then
But because your
they all
family took you
left.
bowling and everything.
yeah, but they all left, and then I started bowling on my own. So I
Yeah.
got into high school bowling because it seemed easy. I was like, oh, I used to bowl, and then from there the passion grew that I liked bowling.
Okay. Well, maybe that's
So.
the same for baseball then.
It's possible.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
But most likely it's because your dad was into baseball.
Yeah.
Or you found a girlfriend.
I mean, that's literally all the people that I know.
But your dad's in the clink, so you know. I've heard.
Yes, he's reminded weekly
Weekly when I
he
have
gets
to
a
hit
recorded
5.
when he gets a recorded phone call
Yeah. When I have
from
to
an
be like,
inmate at
yes,
the correctional facility.
I will accept this call.
So your other friend is in jail.
Yes, he's getting out.
Is he getting out?
I haven't read the letter that's on our table yet, but his mom posted on Facebook saying that 80 days or something like that. So
Really?
he'll be out before Christmas.
What's that life going to be like? How
I don't
long
know,
has he been in? It's
10
been
years?
10 years.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. He went in.
Yeah, because we were
Yeah,
dating when he went in,
Yeah, like
but like he didn't see us get married.
he
or
went
have
in
a
when I
kid or
was
anything.
gone. I had already left. So like 2012, I think he probably went in. So it's been about 10 years.
Damn.
That's gonna be fun. But luckily he has like his mom to like go home to
Yeah.
and like start slow. And he's gotten like 3 degrees in in prison.
hmm
So he can at least, and it's like not dumb ones. He's got, I guess,
I think some of them are dumb.
well, he's got his pastoral degree.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
So he could be
No
a pastor.
offense,
but I
but
mean,
Practicality wise, what is he going to do?
be a pastor.
Yeah.
They don't
I
have
know.
requirements of non-felonies.
They
so
don't?
I don't think so. Like they're supposed to be forgiving everybody.
Feels like they should,
They should,
though.
yeah.
Right?
That them especially, right? But
Feels like they
shouldn't.
should.
Yeah, it's Christian, not Catholic, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's a paralegal, legally a paralegal, and the law firm that he works with is willing to give him a job when he gets out. So
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah.
helpful. What's the third degree in?
what was the third one? It's in some sort of like actual like labor, like a trade. It's
Okay.
got some sort of trade.
Well, at least he's been spending his
certificate.
time wisely, I suppose.
Yeah, because like he can't come out and just go back to being he was a mailman. Like he can't go back to being a mailman. So he's got to have some sort of trade or something.
Ain't no state gonna hire you. Randy says, I wonder if those calls are pre-recorded and they just send them to you, but he's actually non-existent or artificially intelligent created. What, his dad?
Oh, my dad? Be weird because I ask random questions. I would throw the artificial intelligence off if I did.
Yeah, 100%.
They'd be like, "That's an odd question." I go, I know. I live an odd life, so it would respond weirdly if I was like, "Yeah." So I was in Nashville hanging out with all these people, and they're like, "Oh, what was that like?"
Yeah, exactly. No, his dad asked specific questions.
But it's possible. He could be dead.
There's a part of me that would kind of not mind going to prison because I feel like it would open up a lot of time for me.
It's possible.
And
But you're always around people.
I know that's the problem.
The recording is just the opening to accept the call from the jail.
Yeah, that's.
What I
pretty
did
recorded.
learn though is there's a
Is this about prison?
yes.
Yes.
There's apparently an unspoken rule when
Uh-huh.
transferring yards. So on a prison,
Explain what transferring yards is.
I'm doing
okay.
that right now. So on a prison, there are several different buildings,
Okay.
and each building has its own like things. they've separated criminals by severity of crime.
Sure, yeah.
So those are called yards. So there's A yard, B yard, C yard. Let's call it that.
Okay.
The A yards are like the assholes, and the C yards are like the not so violent people.
Okay. What yard is your dad in?
He's in the like the D yard, the old people yard.
Oh, okay.
Like he's in the
There's
like
an old person yard.
pretty much like these are where you go and you're old.
Yeah.
Medical yard, like a medical.
Okay.
Yard. That's why people just be dying.
People just be dying.
People just be dying. But so if you transfer yards, you have 5 minutes to start a fight. Like
what?
Yes. So you walk into the yard, and there's.
Thanks, Lori.
So you're transferred to the yard. You go into the yard. There's someone there to greet you, usually.
Like a staff member?
No, like a prisoner. Or you have to like mingle in, and you've got 5 minutes to start some shit and present your dominance, basically. Like you're either gonna be cool or you're gonna try to be cool.
Okay, let me stop you because I have a question.
Right.
So when you're transferring a yard, let's say you're in the old person yard.
Yeah.
And you're transferring to A. Is that how
Sure.
it works?
We'll go from B
okay.
to let's do it from B to A because they're about the same yard.
Okay, B to A. Is this the entire population of B that now have to start a fight with A?
No.
Or is it like one person's transferring?
One person's transferring.
And now like they have to peacock.
Yes.
And so they've got to start a fight.
You have 5 minutes to get away with it. So like let's say I'm transferred from B to A.
Okay.
I walk into A. I can either go find someone to beat their ass or fight, period. Or not and just be cool.
Yeah.
And that depending on everything's gang related. Like everything's gangs in prison. So you've got to join somebody. So if you don't go start a fight, you're a bitch and you're probably you're not representing your gang well. But if you do start a fight, then at least you tried.
At least you tried.
So you either get your ass beat or you beat some ass.
Yeah.
Like, and that's so you
A
have
for
5
effort.
minutes. You have 5 minutes that the guards will look away and you won't get written up.
Really?
Yeah.
The guards will just be like,
because they understand that that's
time for my 5-minute break.
Yeah, they understand that's the way of things. So you've got 5 minutes.
Okay.
And you won't get written up. If you fight after the 5 minutes, if you waited too long, they'll write you up, and that goes on.
What if the fight is continuing?
It should be stopped.
Okay.
But yeah, they'll let it go for 5 minutes, basically. So yeah, if you start the fight within 5 minutes, the guards will like, all right, we're good, and then if they write you up, it messes with your time. So like, if you get written up, you get like punished.
Oh sure, yeah.
So every write up, you get like, so they give you a free 5 minutes every time you transfer yards, and so.
And why would somebody transfer yards?
Depending on what they did, they may have done something stupid in the last yard, or they're trying to get them away from the gang, or they've been downgraded or whatever. But like some of their gangs in both of them, and so they would come in, and you either find the biggest dude or the smallest dude, and it doesn't really matter who.
It doesn't matter if you pick
matter.
the smallest guy. You get the same respect as if you try to knock out the big one.
Yeah, doesn't matter. You probably get more respect for the big one, but as long as you have as long as you've come in and gone like, yeah, bitch, I'm from the white crew, and start a fight, then you're cool with the group.
And your dad told you this because he had to pick the biggest or the littlest?
No, because on his, people don't fight.
Okay, because I was going to say, it's a bunch of old guys that are...
Yeah, you don't even have to win.
So as long as you whip ass?
As long as you fight.
As long as you attempt to, I guess.
As long as you fight, you're good. Like, as long as you've given it...
What if you put yourself in the face?
Because they don't tell the results of the fight. Like, they just know that you got in a fight, basically. It's like, yeah, I know. It's weird.
Does anyone believe that this is what's happening at the women's prison?
It's possible. I believe it's possible.
There's no way.
But yeah, like, so he said that we had a couple young guys come in and try to start, like, had to
with
get
the olds?
Yeah, like, it's not necessarily...
F you!
It's not all olds. It's also, like, medical needs. So,
yeah, but that's...
I know.
Like, are you doing the white supremacists any good when you go into the medical yard and there's somebody hooked up to oxygen, you sucker punch them in the gut?
But it's like, the way of things.
Is that helping? Is that, helping the Aryan Brotherhood? Like, that they're like, yes.
It's the way
like,
of
come
things.
on. That makes you a bitch.
I know. It's the way of things. So, but you go in and either you're the bitch or they're the bitch. So.
Lauren says, in this PSA from Prison Etiquette from Nick, brought to you by Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah.
Do I still have that? No, it doesn't.
Oh.
My sponsor.
Damn, people whipping their peens out doing sword fights and shit. I know, trying to show don't. It's women are more brutal from what I've heard.
Yeah, women are worse.
I don't know enough about it.
I know. You didn't even know that existed, so.
I know. I don't know if there's even women gangs.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming that
it's
there
the
are.
Same, yeah.
But, like, are there the same amount of gangs
I believe so.
in the women's
I
yard.
think prison's the same regardless. Like you
I
have
have
to
no idea.
pick a clique and be on that clique.
My friend was a CEO. Oh, really?
Am I correct?
Well, this is from your dad's prison.
I know, but
I
it's
don't know
all
how-
prisons. Yeah,
I don't know.
that's the prison way. He's
how
been in
does he
several
know?
prisons. He's been in
He's
several
been in
prisons.
several?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been transferred to.
I love
men's
hearing
prison.
about prison stuff. I just think it's interesting.
It is interesting.
Especially to have somebody on the inside.
Yeah, and he's got like thankfully like a quiet yard, so that's
Yeah.
good. Like nobody really does things, but he's been in yards where they've like just taken and broke everybody's shit, and you got to start over. Like they're like somebody took a knife from the mess hall,
Yeah.
so they rip everybody's shit
ransack
up
everything.
until they find it. Yeah,
I'm intrigued. Do they have an unspoken fight club that just happens? Well, there's a
Couldn't speak
fight
about it.
rule, I guess,
Couldn't
more
speak
than
about it.
anything else.
Yeah, it's more like, what you gonna do? You gonna come in, and then like I would be the guy that would just be sad to be on the like every time someone new came in, I'd just go sit in my bunk, like for the first 5 minutes, because I'm like I don't want anybody just coming in to fight me because they think I'm like a pussy.
Well, and like imagine being like the scrawny person on the unit or whatever,
Yeah,
and everybody's like that guy. And
exactly.
You're like,
Like,
damn,
that's-
dude.
I feel like that would be me. So
again?
I'd want to like
I don't want my ass beat all the time.
Yeah, I don't need to be fighting all the time.
Your dad should write a book about what goes on. I'm assuming a lot of people have written books about what goes on in prison.
Yeah,
More famous than Nick's dad.
exactly.
I don't know if it'd be a bestseller.
I don't know. You
I
always
don't
see
know.
from celebrities. Celebrities don't actually go to prison. So,
Yeah, like you can't trust them, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I just want to hear from like Johnny Nobody. What do I
depends
care?
if it's good or not. I guess.
Yes. Speaking of books,
Johnny Nobody. Oh.
Britney Spears has announced her biography, the written one from her ghostwriter. The
Well, it's not an autobiography.
the tell-all book is coming out in August.
Okay.
And I want to buy it.
It's kind of,
But
you can't believe it though.
I can't believe it because she's officially like off the rocker.
Yeah.
I was on board the like free Britney train, and now I'm very much like somebody needs to control Britney's life.
Someone needs to get Britney.
Somebody needs to control it. Like she cannot do it herself. Like I had to unfollow her off Instagram
Oh, really?
because it was getting sad.
It's been
like
sad.
really, really sad.
What you been doing?
She always has these like dancing videos, but like the dancing is like become like really manic and jerky. And you're like, she's clearly bipolar.
Yeah.
Clearly. And like going through manic disorders. Her makeup's like all smeared. And she's like, I don't know how to describe it other than she's having manic moments live on Instagram for everybody to see.
Yeah.
And like,
Why is nobody containing her? Like,
because
what
there's
is-
nobody that can
Well, I know, but like
anymore.
nobody loves her. Like,
Well, she has her husband who's very enabling.
yeah.
Like he's the one filming, going, go Brittany. And then you see him like on private jets and like in Bermuda and stuff like that. Like that guy hasn't worked a day in his life. Like he's the worst.
Yeah.
So it's just like I want to get it because I want to know everything about Britney Spears and what the hell happened.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be truthful. And I don't know if I want her to have any more money at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's any good for her.
Well, he's working Brit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That's his job. Did she lose her pregnancy or is she ever really pregnant? Who knows, Catherine? I hate questioning it. But as soon as she said she was pregnant, I was like, I don't buy it. I don't
Yeah.
buy it. And then she was like, I lost the pregnancy, which is arguably very, very sad.
Yeah.
But again, there was just
it's hard to believe.
thing in
There's
my
just-
head
yeah.
that was like, I don't think this was ever real.
There's something off about Britney. Like that, she needs to be on meds for sure.
Well, she definitely needs to be on medication.
And someone's not giving her meds.
I
and
think
that guy's
she's
an asshole.
on medication, but it's the wrong kind. Like antipsychotic medication is great, but it does have a shelf life. At some point you have to readjust and like go back into therapy and go, okay,
Yeah.
like let's adjust the doses.
And they're
or
notorious for
whatever.
not wanting to take their medicine, right?
Very much
So like,
as soon as they start feeling better because of the medicine, they go, I'm fine.
I don't need medicine.
I don't need medicine for this. And then they get like a delusion, like they have ideas of like, well, the medicine's just trying to drug me. It's like, yes, but the only reason you were doing better was because of it. She's so loaded with crazy drugs, it's going to take a long time to rid the body when many store in the fat cells. Well,
But she needs the drugs.
she needs the drugs, but she needs to change them, and they need to be weaned off very slowly. But
But everyone's in it for the money.
I always wanted to wrap Brittany in a blanket and just hug her and just say it's gonna be okay, and like put her a warm fire and give her some cocoa and just be like, girl, tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
But at this point, I feel like it would be trying to wrap like a feral raccoon in a blanket. Like she'd scratch my eyes out. And now it's like, oh, I no longer want a comfort. I want a cage.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah.
somebody
But
handle
the thing is,
this.
she was probably this way for years,
I know.
and the only thing that they controlled was her social media. Like they weren't they were still probably not giving her the drugs and taking advantage of her, or giving her drugs and taking advantage of her, and like kind of raking in the money and propping her up on stage.
Yeah.
But now they're not doing that, so good for her. But then someone needs to give her meds. Like they need someone that loves Britney.
Yeah.
Who loves Britney?
Who
Actually
really loves Britney.
Not even her kids.
And that's the thing is like, I don't know who that person would be.
Yeah.
Because her family, like father, sister, mother, husband, have all kind of shown that they're more than willing to let her suffer so that they can profit. And so who's really on her team? It's got to be an exhausting life.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So do you buy the documentary? Do you?
I mean, you'll read it because it's Britney.
And then like, this was horrible. But I was like, I'm definitely going to get it book form, not Audible, because if she's the one reading it, I don't think I could stand to listen to it.
That's interesting.
Because she's always has gum in her
Southern
mouth.
and
Like,
yeah.
y'all, I just want to. I'll be like, look, I can't.
Stick to the script.
Caterwauling. Like,
Yeah, after hearing that speech or whatever.
Yeah.
was
I'm like, I don't know what it was you're saying.
But that might make it even more interesting. So I might have to.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
JS love Britney. Oh, I know. JS loves Britney.
I love Britney. I love Britney.
I like the idea of Britney.
I just,
The people around her suck.
I just see it so tragic. Because out of all of us, quick poll, does anyone see Britney Spears being 75? Does anyone? Can anyone go, oh yeah, I can see Britney at 75? Now on the flip side, could you imagine Christina Aguilera at 75?
Yes.
Yeah. She's gonna be like a Cher. She'll pop up every once in a while and maybe do a song or two, or maybe a movie or something, or she'll fade off into obscurity.
Yeah, or she'll Whitney.
But I can imagine Christina Aguilera at 75. Can I imagine Britney Spears at 75?
Low chance.
I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did anyone imagine Michael Jackson at hitting 88?
I think we all thought Michael was going to hit 88.
I don't think so.
But no. Britney is a walking train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where that's my litmus test. Like, can I see this person living to the ripe old age of 75? Because it's not old.
Yeah.
But it's not young either.
At that point, you just have to have taken care of yourself, or your body's going to
exactly.
be like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, with all the information I have now, can I envision 75? And if it's just blank, I go, not going to make it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Christina, though. We'll see.
I mean, she kind of like pops up every now and then as like a judge or like a mentor on the the Voice and all this kind of stuff. What?
Coastal Farm and Ranch.
That's right. Forgot about that.
But there's one after it. But there's one there. Is there an old script we can read live? We're just going to have to miss it. Just what the country needs.
Britt will be like Richard Simmons. Yes.
Just disappear.
Just be like, what happened to him?
Remember Richard Simmons? Remember Britney Spears? Yeah, she's the product of an environment who she surrounds herself around.
Yeah.
It sucks. Because, like, she obviously broke really early, and they've been propping her up ever since.
Yeah.
Instead of actually helping her, they were like, no, we can't lose all this money. So give her some drugs and get her ass back out there. Luckily, Elvis had the same thing happen to him, and he died early, and they didn't have to see it. So, or else they'd still be propping his ass up.
I don't understand the mentality of that, though, because if you're looking at it from a purely selfish, greedy standpoint, you've got somebody like Britney Spears who's showing cracks in the wall, right?
Yeah.
Fix the cracks so you can still have the wall. Why keep throwing things at a wall that's cracking? Because you know that there's a time limit. Take a step back, repair the damn wall so that way it can last longer.
There's no.
Why not cash in Britney for the long term if you're so greedy?
Well, it's all long term. So, like, think about it. If I'm a horrible person and I've got Britney, I can now manage her better and get her to do anything I want her to do because she's broken. So I go, this is what we're doing today. Money.
Yeah.
People will go see you because you're Britney. She reached the point where she'll sell out all her concerts in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, they propped her up. And then if she dies, she dies. I sell her merch. I sell her likeness.
Yes,
her
but
image,
like you
and I
can
make even more money.
But the thing is, you can still have her do a residency, like one show a month.
Yeah.
Still sell her merch while taking care of her so that you can keep doing that for the long
But
term.
then she'll wise up and try to take my money.
Oh, that's true. You're taking
can't-
it from the psychological aspect
Like, I
of
can't control her if I
can't
fix her.
control her.
Yeah, if I don't fix her, I can control her. And there's really no downside to me not fixing her other than,
She
like,
has a mental breakdown and she dies.
it's great publicity. People will be
Mm.
all after her stuff. I've got stuff that I'm written on the side and I'm ready to push out a year later
I
when
suppose you're right.
I go, oh, well, here's the book that she wrote before she died.
Yeah,
Like, and everybody will buy it because she's dead and tragic.
I guess.
So.
No, I see what you're saying. So
And I just, move
I
on to
just
the
look
next
at
piece
it
of
as
shit.
like, why wouldn't you attach your wagon to the horse that's the healthiest?
Yeah, 'cause they
And if
wanna
your
take-
horse hurts, then like stop it, take care of it,
Yeah.
so you can keep going.
When the horse was mentally sane, she wanted 20%. When she's drugged, she wants 5.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
And I'm a greedy piece of shit.
I just can't imagine being that kind of person.
I know, right?
Like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine seeing somebody suffering and then be like, but you're still gonna perform tonight.
Yeah,
so
like, I gotta make that money.
get your ass up there.
Yeah, means you have to have a logical person. That's not what she has.
Yeah. Or it's like on the opposite end. I know it's very different because he's not nearly as famous, but like Tom Holland, the guy that plays Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Like I saw an interview on TikTok. I don't know if you saw this, but it's like he's taking a break from acting because his last movie was really demanding, and he's like, in between takes of this really demanding movie, I was just scrolling on Instagram and TikTok, and I was really interested in like what people were saying about me. And like some of it was good, some of it was bad, that kind of thing. And he's like, and I got into a state where it's like I would spend hours like on Instagram just like doom scrolling through all this
Yeah.
stuff and feeling bad about myself. And he's like, so like I'm taking time to heal and come back healthier
Yeah.
so that way I can do more Spider-Man movies or whatever it is.
Smart. Well, yeah,
I missed you guys. I
he's
missed
thinking
you
about a
guys.
life beyond
Yeah,
Spider-Man,
like-
so.
You know, exactly. Like he wants to make a life and live it too, you know?
Yeah, he's doing other movies now, so that's good. Good for him.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's not just Spider-Man. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he wants to be ready to go after
Right.
Spider-Man because he's only Spider-Man for like another 5
I know
more
he's
years.
very marketable. People love him,
Yeah.
so it's like, take the time. Don't try to push through because you're hot right now.
Yeah.
Take a second.
Smart.
You'll still be
A
hot.
lot more mental breaks now. When you have people that care about you,
No peas in Zendaya's man. I know.
good for
Trust me.
And
I-
she seems like
I
she's a
love
smart kid.
Zendaya.
Yeah,
She's like one of my favorites.
she's cool.
She cool.
She's smart. I would like our daughter to look up to her.
I
That would be
too.
nice. Being in the limelight is hard and mentally taxing. Trying to show your face for people what you do, and all eyes are always on you. Exactly. So take a second.
I mean, we're not in the public eye, really.
That's why
I
we
mean,
don't take breaks.
and we're not like celebrities or anything like that. But like we do post on Instagram and stuff, and people say the shittiest things to us, and it hurts my feelings every time.
Yeah.
And it's like I cannot imagine that all the time.
Yeah, from people
Being
that
like
are-
Kim Kardashian, where she shows like she posts a new video and she turns on her notifications, and it's just like her phone just going nonstop. Most of that's probably like, oh my God, you look so fat. Why are you so useless? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, I can't handle it when somebody's like, you look chubby, Kristen. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I know.
That's why she
Shade
turns off her
spiral.
notifications and never looks at them.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart, as you should. But yeah,
I have no shame. I don't respond to people on Instagram or Facebook because I don't look at the comments anymore. Makes me
Yeah.
feel bad about myself.
yeah, but I do.
I know he does, and then
I
he'll
don't
be
mind.
like, "Did you know somebody called you chubby?" And I go,
Trolls are mean because they have no life and will forever be that way because they hate themselves. Exactly.
"Maybe."
But anybody still on Threads?
Yeah, I know. What's going on with Threads?
Everyone's like, "Are we still doing this?"
I thought the whole kind of Twitter idea of like 140 characters or less telling yourself was kind of outdated. Like
Yeah.
let alone that there was trolls and hate speech and nudity and stuff in Twitter. But like I just sort of felt like Twitter was over even before Elon came in.
Yeah.
So like I
Or
kind
it
of
was
don't
over for me.
understand
Yeah.
why.
People love the format. Like it's just there's millions of people that are on Twitter.
I know
that
people absolutely adore it. Like certain industries are super into it. And I just like cannot care.
Well, then I feel loved when I tag you and I get a thumbs up.
I do. Well, when somebody tags me, I normally know it's like a friend.
Yeah.
You know, trolls don't normally tag people. They just leave their comments and go. I mean, maybe sometimes they do. God, I hope they don't. That would be horrible. Because I do get the ads.
Yeah.
Yeah. When somebody adds me, what's going on?
Oh, we're working on a negotiation. They've trying to sell a video produced and shot by me, and I told them my fees, and they're like, "We're gonna have to come up with a standardized fee."
Who's doing?
Kim.
Who?
Oh, charge the client, and then just
Well.
Yeah.
Anyways, I always send Nick cat videos or nerdy vids. I know.
You do. I watch them. I don't ever respond though. I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't get to watch them either, but he sends me a lot of stuff, and they're usually nerdy, and I enjoy them. A lot of the time, I'm like, "Oh, that's cool," but then I'm like, "I gotta go." That's the extent. I don't him tag me and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
I don't mind. I don't care. I'll check it when I check it. Check it when I check it. And don't respond, and don't expect any reciprocation.
Well, I'm not on social media enough to like see something and then think of Colleen.
Yeah.
Like it's not that I don't ever think of Colleen. I totally do. But it's in my personal life where it's like, oh, I'll like, I saw something about Rent the other day. And I immediately was like, oh, I wonder how Kenzie and Colleen are doing.
Yeah. But you didn't act on it.
I didn't. No.
Right,
but like on social media, like when I see stuff, I'm not on it enough, especially Facebook. I'm hardly on it. Like for me to be like, oh, tag.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be on it if I didn't have to be.
It's true.
If I didn't have this radio station, I wouldn't be on it.
Yep. That sounds about right.
She did this AM though when we were live together. Exactly. See? Like I try to bring it up. I did have an epiphany though while you were gone.
Okay.
So a friend of mine was in town. He was in town for like a bachelor party, which is weird because the guy's already married and has kids. But I guess he never had a bachelor party. So he was like, let's just have a boys' weekend and call it my bachelor party. So it was like an old friend of mine, probably my oldest friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat down and we had breakfast together. It was like an hour-long conversation. And I walked away from it going, I need more friends. Because like I had a good time telling somebody stories that they hadn't heard before.
Yeah.
It's nice. And like I walked away like rejuvenated where I was like, yes.
Friends. Friends that
I have history with that I can be like, oh my God, have you seen so-and-so lately? You know what I mean? Like where we could like legit gossip. I'm like, man, I need friends.
Yeah.
But how do you get them?
I don't know. I had the same. It was nice meeting others in the profession that we're passionate about.
Yeah.
So like going to CRS, I was like, oh, these people are cool. Like I didn't make any friends, but
you talk to people.
I talked to people.
And you talked about the things that you guys care about. And so that's your friendships.
Yeah.
Mine are talking about people that we used to know that are tragic now.
Yeah. So I'll be professional friendships, acquaintances. So when I see them, I know them and we can establish a personal relationship.
Yeah.
Or a friend, acquaintance, or professional relationship.
Yeah.
Because we know we're both cool.
Right.
But they'll never be my friends.
I need friends though.
Okay. Good friends. Well, you've got a chance. You've got these clay buddies. So
clay buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They're all like 27 though.
So what? Don't worry about age.
I know.
You be the
the
experienced
old wise clay person.
Yeah.
Well, because they all talk about all these boys and like how horrible it is out there and stuff like that. And they're like, and I'll never forget. They said you're married, right? And I said yeah. And they're like, how's your guy? And I was like, oh, he's fine. Like I couldn't contribute to the like he's a piece of shit conversation.
Yeah. That's good.
No, it's good.
I'm happy about that.
No, I know, but I'm just saying like
he's a nerd.
They were kind of all like
he's a nerd that doesn't do the dishes all the time, but it's mostly unloving.
Being able to hang out with old friends and spill some tea is a different vibe. Yeah. Oh, it totally is.
We're your friends.
It is. Yeah. No, you guys are my friends, but again, like I need local people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't end up in California very often.
It's true.
I know Teresa's here, but she works and she's got 1,000 kids, so it's.
I luckily have my bowling friends, so that's
You
so
don't even talk to them.
not outside of bowling.
Not in bowling either. You put headphones on.
I talk to them, kind of. Talk to Lori. Well, Lori hasn't been on my team for the last couple months.
Does Lori know anything personal about you?
She should.
Do you know anything personal about Lori?
A few things. I know she has a girlfriend.
Again?
Yeah. I know. You didn't know that.
I didn't. Why aren't you telling me these things?
Because I don't talk
when
about
I ask
people.
you how bowling is, I don't give a shit about your scores. I want to hear drama and tea. I want to hear about like, oh, well, Mike, Mike gave a side eye to the other bowler today because they went up to bowl at the same time. And the whole rest of the day he was calling him an asshole.
Yeah, but that just seems like petty shit.
I know. I like petty shit.
We know his Inami.
E-name. So that's why they added the
E. Oh, yeah. See?
Yeah.
The Steely. Nikkei.
Hey, it's JS.
J. Essel.
So, yeah.
All right, well, I'll start taking
This
notes.
is a lovely room of death.
Thank you.
Take care now.
I'm here for drama. Like, I'm
There's
here
never
for
any drama.
I'm here for the nonsense. Like,
I'm trying to think. There's never really. I don't really talk to people, so no, I don't.
I want interesting stuff. Like the friend that I had
Yeah.
lunch with, he was telling me how his wife is going to try to smuggle $10,000 into Russia so she can bribe the train that the Ukraine keeps bombing to get to see her mom because she's Russian. That's fascinating, and how they have a plan to smuggle the money in.
Yeah, nobody.
I was like, what?
Nobody talks about stuff like that with me.
And how like this mutual friend that we know has gone off the complete deep end, and I was like, what?
Well, we can talk about the deep end thing. I don't want you caught up in the Russian thing now that we put it out digitally, and everyone can be like, she knew. She knew. Great.
They did it before though, and it worked.
I know, but they catch them. They're gonna go, who knew? And they go, you knew. So I don't want to be a part of that. So talk about who's the friend that's off the deep end. Dude, the Wolf Lodge thingy you did for those kids was so cool.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
It's doing well on social. It's got good.
Yeah,
Good
it's surprising.
views.
I didn't think anyone would care, but
Yeah.
it was cool.
So tell us about this person that's off the deep end.
Okay.
Do I know this person?
No, you don't.
Okay.
So my friend that I hung out with, his name is James. I met him when I was like 12.
Okay.
And he's had a friend named Matt this entire time. Well, Matt, his dad is a really, really, really prominent and kind of famous lawyer in Orange County, California.
Okay.
Wealthy family.
Gates?
No.
Okay.
And so he always wanted to be a lawyer because his dad was this big lawyer.
Yeah.
And his dad was like, as soon as you're done with law school, passing the bar, you're going to come into my firm and we're going to nepo baby you all the way to the top.
Yeah.
And so he was like, cool. And he did not do well in school. And he did not get into any law schools. So he tried again. And he applied. He got denied from the country's worst law school.
Ouch.
He applied to a law school in the Cayman Islands, did not get in.
Ouch.
And he finally got into the second worst law school in the country, which apparently is in Michigan. I had no idea.
Makes sense.
But he went there, flunked out of the second worst law firm.
It sounds like he's a terrible,
Yes.
spoiled student. Yeah.
Yes. And because of that, he was like, I'm getting into politics. And he worked on like Barack Obama's campaign and stuff like that as like an intern.
Yeah.
But like the name I worked on Obama's campaign and stuff kind of helped him with his brand of like,
And he has
I'm
like a lawyer
important.
name. Yeah.
And he's like famous, kind of his dad's famous in Orange County. And so it's helped him so far. And then, the campaigns have dwindled. He's a Democrat. So like he didn't get to do anything for the Trump campaign and he wasn't involved in Biden's campaign or anything like that. He's very much unemployed. He has been unemployed for like 6 years now and doesn't have anything to do. His wife, who was a stay-at-home mom, decided that somebody needs to get a job.
Yeah. After how many years? 5 years?
Something
6
like
years?
that. I don't know.
So how they've been living?
He's had a job or something like that, but I don't know what it was.
Nothing
It
fu-
wasn't
nothing
something great.
important. Yeah.
She decided somebody needs to make some real money. She got accepted into one of the best law firms or law schools in the country, passed the bar on the first try because his dad was coaching her and tutoring her. And now she is a part of his law firm. And how he's like crazy depressed now and like sad, and how everyone around him became what he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so James was kind of like, what would you do? Like, as somebody that's going to
study.
become a therapist, like, what should I tell him? Like,
Yeah.
because he refuses, and he sends his kid to daycare every day. And they're like, nobody knows what he does all day.
Yeah.
And so, like,
He's a
it's just
troll.
fascinating. Like, to me, I was like, that's the kind of drama I need. That's the kind
He's
of.
a troll on Facebook. As well.
Yeah, he might be a troll on Facebook. Seriously.
Interesting. Mattress Firm. Son of a bitch. Want a new one?
Yeah, sure.
Always looking.
Yep. Why does it seem like bullies become politicians? Well, he never was a Oh,
He just
you're
got into
talking about
politics.
JS's friend.
Yeah.
My old school is White House famous. Well, because politicians are the worst.
Because they're all asshats who only care about
'Cause they're
themselves.
the worst.
Yeah, they're the worst of us.
Because they're the narcissists. Oh, you got modded? I'm sorry. Hold on.
It looks like it got.
Dude, oh no. What the heck?
Someone approved it. Yeah. We got mods at work.
Because they are all asshats that only care about themselves. Oh, sorry. But yeah. So I was like, oh my God. Drama. Nick whispers. Uh-oh. Nick is busy. In fact, we need to go,
Yeah, we gotta go.
actually.
Yeah, our first break's coming up, and I haven't recorded, or we haven't recorded it. All right, so
All right, so
thank you guys.
we'll
I'll check
hopefully
your,
see you
I'll
Monday.
check your whispers, but yeah, we'll be back on Monday. If
See ya.
nobody's
Thanks
sick,
for being here today.
missed you guys. Okay, bye. Go like us on Facebook and follow us because that's where we're gonna, or not Facebook. Go hit our YouTube page because we're gonna start doing that shit.
No stream tonight, says Jazz. Okay. We'll have to
that's
have our own
bullshit.
party.
All right, bye.
Bye.